Have you ever noticed that making friends was almost automatic when you were a kid, but somehow it's become one of the hardest things in the world to do as an adult? Like, nobody gives you a guide, nobody explains why it gets harder. One day you're just surrounded by classmates and teammates, neighbors, and then the next you're staring at your phone wondering who you'd even text if you wanted to hang out. And honestly, I think a lot of adults are struggling with this way more than they admit, especially those of us that are still in our 20s, whether it be early 20s or late 20s. When we're kids, friendship is basically just built into our lives. You're forced into the same building every day. You see the same people over and over. You have shared experiences. You have free time. You don't overthink everything. Like, as a kid, you can become friends with someone just because you both like a certain game or you both like dinosaurs, whatever the case may be. It just happened to be that way. Maybe you just sat with each other at lunch. But as adults, we lose all of those built-in systems. As a kid, that stuff was enough. We don't see the same people every day. Everyone's schedules are packed, people move away, jobs change, relationships take priority, and friendships just aren't automatic anymore. It's something you have to actively create. And I think the biggest myth people believe is that friendships happen naturally, because I don't think they always do. At least not after a certain age. Most close friendships aren't even formed because two people just instantly click. They're mainly formed because two people just spent a lot of time together, and that's really it. Think about your closest friend. You probably didn't meet them once and immediately became best friends. You saw them repeatedly. You saw them at school. You saw them at sports, work, maybe gaming, clubs, classes, whatever the case may be. But here's something that I realized recently as I've gotten older. It's that a lot of people look socially successful from the outside. Like, they post pictures with their friends, they seem busy, they seem connected to everyone and everything, but loneliness is surprisingly common in these people. There's people with hundreds of followers who feel isolated. There's people who go to work every day and they're barely having any meaningful conversations. There's people that are surrounded by many other people and they just still feel completely alone. And the weird thing about that is that everyone assumes they're the only one feeling this way, when in reality, millions of people are having the exact same experience. They're just not talking about it. If you're one of those people that are currently going through this, I have a solution for you, and it's actually pretty simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. You just have to be the person who reaches out first. Send that text, invite someone somewhere, just join the conversation, join the group. Most people are just waiting for someone else to do it. And because of that, because everyone is waiting, nobody's actually doing anything right now. The truth is, a lot of friendships are one invitation away from existing. Just one message, one conversation, one decision. Just stop waiting. I promise you, making friends as an adult is not impossible. It's different, but it's not impossible. You don't have a classroom doing the work for you anymore. You have to actually build the connections intentionally. And if you've been feeling alone lately, chances are you're not the only one. So the person you're thinking about texting right now might be hoping somebody reaches out to them too. So if there's someone on your mind that you're thinking about texting, after this video, send the message, because you never know where it could lead. I remember after high school, when I first got into college, I was so insecure because I didn't initiate anything. I didn't try to reach out to anyone. I just had my friends from high school, and then when they were gone, that was it. I didn't have any plans to initiate anything with anyone else because I was like, it's not going to be the same, the energy's going to be off. But once I actually decided to step out of my shell a little bit and start talking to people, things got way better. I have friends right now that I made back then that are going to be with me for the foreseeable future. I don't see them leaving anytime soon. And I've made even more friends since then, from work or coffee shops, stores. Like, I just try to be open and talk to everyone now because I've come to realize that initiating those conversations has actually benefited me in a lot of ways. Another crazy thing to kind of think about is that modern life, we can contact almost anyone instantly. Like, I can send a message across the world in seconds. You can see what your friends are doing every single day on Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. You can follow people's lives without ever even speaking to them, but somehow real conversations feel so rare. Like, a lot of us mistake seeing someone's Instagram story for actually catching up with them. I feel like some people are like, oh, I know what he's doing, so yeah, we're caught up. But like, that's not the same. We mistake liking a post for maintaining a friendship almost. Like, and before you know it, months have passed since you've had a genuine conversation. Technology isn't necessarily the problem. I'm not saying technology is the real problem, but the problem is that convenience itself sometimes replaces connection. and being able to contact someone isn't the same as actually talking to them. As far as past friendships goes, one of the hardest lessons to learn when it comes to making friends in general is that not every friendship is meant to last forever. Sometimes people just change. Sometimes priorities can shift, you grow in different directions, but that's completely normal. A lot of people blame themselves when friendships fade away, but that's really not the way to think about it. Often life just happens. The most important thing, just know that there's a difference between a friendship that's temporarily busy and one that's no longer being invested in. Some people get busy, maybe you lose contact for a little bit, but then you come back together. We all know some people like that, or we have a friend like that we could not talk to for 2 months, but then when we talk again, it's like we never left. One thing to keep in mind about friendships like that also is that both parties are putting in equal effort into that relationship, into that friendship. Healthy relationships, healthy friendships require effort from both people. One person cannot carry the entire relationship forever. Those relationships that can be so consistent even when they feel inconsistent, the ones I was talking about where you don't talk for 2 months, but then when you talk again, it's like you're both there. It's because one of you is constantly checking on the other. Even if you're not having phone conversations or hanging out all the time, one of you is reaching out. No matter who it is, one of you is reaching out and you're taking turns and you're going back and forth and just making sure that the other one is good. Look, I hope if you're watching this video right now and this is something you've been struggling with, I hope this gives you some type of motivation or inspiration to actually put yourself out there and make new friends and meet new people, because I know how hard it can be to feel like you're alone and that you're struggling to really put yourself out there. So let this video be your motivation, and yeah, that's pretty much it.